Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about 7 driving tips for parking a car. In this video, I'll be going over 7 specific tips that will help you when you are parking your car. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Tip number 1. Use the best parking method for the situation. Now, I will say that every driver should know how to park a car in every way possible. This way, being a versatile driver will allow you to choose the best parking method for that specific situation. If reverse parking is the best thing to do, then go ahead and reverse park. If forward parking is the best, forward park. If it's angle parking, go ahead. If it's parallel parking, go ahead. You want to choose the parking method that is the best for that specific situation. Moving forward, driving tip number 2 for parking a car. Don't be afraid to correct yourself. I've seen this happen many times. People park their car and they do a pretty bad job at parking it and they don't correct themselves. There's nothing wrong with parking your car on a little bit of an angle or too far to the right or too far to the left, as long as you are willing to correct it. Do not be afraid to correct yourself. Take the extra time to correct your parking job. Tip number 3 for parking a car, take the appropriate safety precautions. There are many safety things that you should do with regards to before you park a car, during the parking process, and after you park your car. You want to make sure to take all of the right safety precautions. Now, I've seen many people take the right safety precautions when they're in a congested parking lot, but then when they pull into a parking lot with barely any traffic, they just forget about safety. And that's a very, very bad thing to do. Make sure that you are doing the right safety procedures every single time that you park your car. Tip number 4 for parking a car is don't rush. Even if you're in a congested parking lot, you do not want to rush the parking process. If you're parking your car in a parking lot, which you most likely are, then there's a good chance that there's going to be other cars and other pedestrians and other traffic around and in the parking lot. And with all of that being said, you don't want to rush. Don't feel pressured to park your car faster than you would have liked to. Take your time, don't rush, and make sure that safety is your absolute priority. Tip number 5 for parking a car is think about how you're going to get out of the parking spot. Many people park their car and they don't think about getting out of the parking spot. They squeeze their way into a very tight and small parking spot and they can't figure out exactly what they have to do to get out, so they end up being almost trapped in the parking spot. Think about the future. Think about how you're going to get out of the parking spot. It's definitely what you should be doing. As you get into the parking spot, think, how easy will it be to actually get out of this parking spot? And if it's going to be really difficult, try and find a different parking spot. Tip number 6 for parking a car. Take advantage of parking assistance features if you have them. If you have a modern vehicle and it has some parking assistance features like sensors or cameras or anything like that, then make sure that you take advantage of those parking assistance features. It's obviously important to know how to park your car without those features, but if you have those features available to you, you might as well use them. Last but not least, driving tip number 7 for parking a car, and this one is simple and straightforward, but many people, including myself, forget about it sometimes, is to remember where you are parked. I've been in this situation many times where I park my car and I try and find it and I have no clue where I parked the car. In huge parking lots, I've been in a position where I've literally had to take 30 to 40 minutes to locate my car. So this tip is very simple and straightforward. Just remember where you are parked. In this modern day and age, when we always have cell phones on us and devices that we can use to take pictures, just take a picture of where your car is relative to a building or a sign or something. This way, if you forget where you parked your car, you can just refer to that image and it's going to help you find your parked car much easier. And that's basically it. In this video, I've gone over 7 driving tips for parking a car. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.